Remarkably, no two are identical. They generate the realistic shrieks of men, women, or children. Each one is unique, as though recreating the voices of particular individuals. Other Mesoamerican whistles reproduce the sounds of jaguars, birds, and a variety of jungle animals with uncanny accuracy. Scientific laboratory research into these wind instruments reveals their subtle interior construction, but precisely how the little sound chambers are capable of making such loud, lifelike human and animal-like cries has not been determined. A couple of these instruments we found were broken, archaeologist Paul Healy told the Associated Press, which was great because we could actually see the construction of them, the actual technology of building a sound chamber out of paper-thin clay. Still, the source production of their exact sounds will likely remain a mystery. Originally, the whistles may have emitted terrifying sounds to fend off enemies, much like high-tech crowd control devices available today. They may have been used as psychological weapons when blown simultaneously by hundreds or even thousands of warriors prior to an attack, some researchers speculate. Spanish conquistadors fighting the Aztecs did recount the occasional sound of enemy whistles, but never in large numbers. Given that the whistles were found with a sacrificial victim who had been depicted, the whistles could have been used in religious ceremonies. However they were employed, the 600-year-old death whistles reproduce natural sounds with an exactness not equaled until the advent of modern recording technology. Another ancient American innovation dates back some 12,000 years before Asian migrations across the Barents Sea land bridge from Siberia into Alaska. Among the hazards presented by their new home in the Arctic was snow blindness, a visual condition caused by relentlessly bright sunlight reflecting off seemingly limitless fields of snow and ice. To protect themselves from this environmental hazard, countless generations of resident Inuit inhabitants resorted to the world's first snow goggles. These were made of driftwood, antler, or bone to completely cover the eyes, save for thin horizontal slits through which the wearer could see sufficiently to travel through the polar landscape without jeopardizing their sight. In 2018, a rare specimen of 40,000-year-old jewelry was discovered in eastern Russia. See Plate 1 in the available PDFs for examples. Atlantis Rising magazine reported that an artificial hole in the Siberian chlorite bracelet required a high-speed drill to create using a tool 30,000 years ahead of its time. Such a find contradicts mainstream archaeological opinion that denies that ancient man experienced anything more than the most rudimentary material culture. But the Ice Age bangle is only among the most recent examples of surprisingly sophisticated technology invented centuries, even millennia, before the advent of our so-called modern age. The many marvels of technology being uncovered around the globe, the better and the lesser well-known, naturally sort themselves into two fundamental categories: those that were ahead of their time, and those, incredibly, that were ahead of our time. Typical specimens of the former category, technology more advanced than even our 21st century applied science, include 7th century Hindu bicycles, an Ice Age bracelet made with a power tool, and Babylon's phosphorus matches from the 2nd millennium BCE, all cited above. Forthcoming examples of the ancient world's superior technology include Roman concrete, the Incas' earthquake-proof architecture, Egyptian cancer cures, Imperial China's efficient and free public health care, 5th century India's